Hello.
Yes, ma'am.
Can we start?
We can, ma'am, but nobody is there. Only me and Dalia are here.
Okay, 2-3 minutes we'll wait because many things are there to tell.
Okay, ma'am.
Otherwise, after that, you people contact me through WhatsApp, even through conference call. If anything you want me to explain, I will explain.
Okay, ma'am.
Is it useful? People understood?
Yes, ma'am. But it's too much, ma'am. This is also a new subject, no? So it will take time for us to grasp things, ma'am.
Yeah, for this you should have the common sense. You have to think. Actually, many things are there still. I have told you around 60% only.
Okay.
Yeah, energy audit means if you want me to talk one whole day also, I will talk about our energy audit. Understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Like that, it is very big subject and a very, very important things. Nowadays, actually earlier days, it was not a very concern. After, I can say it is after 1990s, only people are giving more importance to this energy audit because the energy consumption level is going on like anything. So if you advise also, people are not in listening us. So first they plan to reduce the wastage of energy and then they plan to reduce the consumption. How we can reduce the consumption? Either by changing the method of usage and by introducing the conservation technology. These two ways only can be used to reduce the consumption. So what are the method we can change? By introducing some energy efficient method and also by using some introducing by conservative techniques. What are the energy intensive methods? For example, you take well known this fan, every day you need to have fan. Without a fan, you cannot, isn't it?
Yes, ma'am.
So minimum, what is the power consumption of fan? Minimum is 40 watts. So when the 40 watt energy when it consume, all the fan are not consuming exactly 40 watts. It could be more than that also. Because the fan condenser may not be good, winding may not be good, the blade may not be good. If everything is there, your board may not be good. Everywhere here and there, if small problem will be there also, it will be reflecting on energy consumption level. So the people have introduced, the next thing is they have introduced the capacitor or condenser in the fan. Did you know that fan is having capacitor or condenser?
Capacitor, I know, ma'am. Condenser, don't.
Both are same. That's what I told both time.
Okay.
Both are same only, technical term.
Okay.
Locally, the people will say capacitor. Okay. Technically, the people will say that is condenser. Condenser has different meaning in different places.
Okay, ma'am.
When we are talking about this distillation, steaming, evaporation, there also people are using condenser for making the condensate. What is meant by condensate? Conversion of vapor into liquid by circulation of cooling water. That process is called condensation, isn't it?
Yes, ma'am.
So here the condenser means this is a kind of device used to store the electricity and gives. That is called a capacitor or condenser.
Okay.
Okay. So what you have to do Whenever you want to use fan and light, you have to use it. If you want to go from hall to kitchen, room to kitchen, if fan and light is on, means you have to have the habit of turn off. And when you are burning, lightening this gas stove, you have to keep it in the sim. After keeping the utensil, you have to raise the flame. When you wanted to take out the utensil from the burner, you have to keep the flame at sim. We want to keep the next vessel. If you don't want to keep, you have to put it off or turn it off. Then you have to take out the utensil from the stove. Many small things we have to do in a regular manner to minimize.
To save energy.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
To save as well as which reduce the consumption, both are reflecting same only, no?
Yes, ma'am. Correct, ma'am. Yes.
Both you have to, in at your home level, if you do small things, which will be reflected in bigger level at very high.
Yes, ma'am.
That's what. Even most of the electricity at the domestic level, it is going on ways are lightning and running of fan and other electronic utensils only. You know that electronic equipments like AC, fridge, others, washing machine.
Geysers, ma'am, air fryers.
Yeah, dryers, geysers, iron box. Nowadays, people have introduced this microwave oven, then induction stove. All are consuming more than 800,000 watts energy. Na?
Yes, ma'am.
That is the point. So, if we, everything we will bring down to optimum level. Optimum level means exactly you have to use when it want.
Yes,
So we
ma'am.
should have the habit of turn off means you have to turn off and take out the things. People used to do take out the thing, keep it safely, then they will go to the stove, then they will turn off. Don't practice that.
Yes, ma'am.
I used to tell actually somebody wants to boil water. They will lighten the burner and at full flame, a maximum flame. Then they take the utensil, take the water, then they keep till that at a full flame it is burning. I told you, at least if you are doing, at least you keep it at a simmer, no? Yes, yes, they will say, but they won't follow. We cannot fight. We cannot fight, no?
Yes, ma'am.
So, how many of you are there?
Dalia and me, ma'am.
Very good. Shall we wait or shall we start?
We'll start, ma'am. Anyways, it's 10 minutes. You can wait, ma'am, if you want. I will be leaving at 1:30, ma'am.
Sir, okay, we'll start then. Okay, only 1 minute will light because used to give.
Ma'am, please you end the class in 1:30. I have also go somewhere, ma'am.
Oh my God, what I have to tell you. Okay, then I alone will speak to the air.
Ma'am, you can continue if you want, because if there are other students, if there are no students, you don't have to continue.
Okay, let us see. Where is that we have seen? We should have that clear objective, scope, resources, and the frequency for doing that audit. And the next point is a process which collects, analyzes, interprets, and documents information sufficient to achieve audit objectives. These are all the things we should have. This is prerequisite for doing the audit. A process which includes specific procedure to promptly prepare candid, clear, and appropriate written report on audit findings, corrective actions, and appropriate written reports. What did you understand from this? Whatever I said, that is there. From the audit means we said that very simply, it is a kind of inspection or supervising. We will come to know end to end what is going on in energy aspect, material aspect, energy in the terms of, or material in the terms of raw material to the end product and byproduct, energy in terms of thermal energy, electrical energy, mechanical energy, and the chemical energy, how it changes, how much it changes, how it is utilized, how much it is wasted, everything we are observing, quantifying, and making the record. So this appropriate written report, it should have that audit findings and corrective actions. What is meant by corrective actions? The term is very important. Then when we do this auditing, we will come to know that in a particular point, for example, the fan is running with that maximum speed, with the maximum energy consumption of 40 watts, it runs means it's fast. Sometimes it runs slow, but it consumes more energy means the electrician could easily find out that capacitor is not working and the winding has gone, only half of the winding is working. The half of the winding will consume more energy than optimum level of 40 watts. So the energy level will be, the energy consumption level will be more. So immediately they will find out. Like that, many devices, many units, the consumption level will be more than the optimal level, and it is wasted and it wastes the energy as well as it spoils the equipments. So we have to find out. When we find out, we have to do the corrective action. We have to rectify the action, that is called corrective action. I have given an example of fan that will be applicable in any process step involved in the industrial process. Understood? So that is corrective actions and appropriate written reports. Each and everything, each and every term should not be leave one single thing. We have to stand and observe means you have to write stand and observe. You have to sit and observe means you have to sit and observe. You have to bend your head to look at. You have to turn right side to look at the top means you have to write like that only. You have to turn right and look up and turn.
Specifically, we have to do, ma'am.
Everything specifically have to do and everything should be written specifically.
Okay.
That's what I told you. If you have to turn your head right side and look at the top like that, you have to observe means you have to write like that.
Okay.
That is called appropriate written reports. Clear? On audit findings, corrective actions and schedules and schedules for implementation. Whatever the things we are finding and we are doing the corrective options or actions and the appropriate written reports, those are all will be helpful for implementing the new schedules and testing the procedure systematically or scheduled testing. That is the use of doing all the systematic study. A process which includes quality assurance procedure to ensure the accuracy and thoroughness of environmental audits. This is common. These features show that conducting an audit is a process rather than a mechanical application of a rigid absolute methodology. Did you understand? What is the normal observation and conducting the audit? Auditing, which is something like that, it is a accurate process. It is not an implement some of the technique to reduce it. Understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, this is very, 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 very important. And also minute things will be taken up. All the things are people are following up everywhere, but only in few places people are implementing, and in many places people are not implementing. That is the history of India. Then how to do this audit? Simply we'll go to one industry, we will do the audit, we can do like that. No, there will be a particular protocol and a standardized protocol. That protocol supposed to be accepted by many people, third people, including state level, central level, and international level. That protocol means what, you know? What is it?
I know, but can't explain, ma'am.
Protocol means which is nothing but the methodology is being adapted for doing anything.
Yeah.
Methodology or procedure. Yeah, in chemical practicals, people write procedure, no?
Yes,
That
ma'am.
procedure, if you are writing step by step, first to do this, second do this, third do this, like that, we are writing, that is called protocol. In
Okay.
computer, the people will say that term equal to algorithm. Algorithm means, you know?
Algorithm. Yes, ma'am.
Algorithm, recipe book, protocol, procedure, everything's same only.
Okay.
Okay. Audit protocol. What is the audit protocol? We'll see. The use of an audit protocol which ensures consistency and comprehensiveness in implementing the scope of the audit. It forms a record of all audit procedures, becomes a basis for development of audit findings, and also serves basis of any future critical or criticism of the audit. It is much more a data inventory form. You know what is meant by data inventory form?
Inventory is where you store everything, ma'am. Whatever you buy, yeah, whatever you are purchasing, whatever you're using, how much it is available, the quantity and quantities of the stuff, ma'am.
Yeah, the record which shows the details about the existing things and
Yes.
also non-existing which belongs to the particular category. Okay.
Yes,
For
ma'am.
example, in your inventory, it shows about the rice mix. In this particular month, how much rice you bought, how much it is left over, how much you would have been consumed, and for how many days the rice will come. All the 4 information will be available in that rice inventory. Am I correct?
Yes, ma'am.
So here the inventory means which is whatever the told or set information like that, like consistency, comprehensiveness of implementing the scope of audit. If you do something, if you do audit, what is the comprehensiveness? What's supposed to be implemented? What could be the things will comes out? What are the findings? If you find something, what is the use of our serving or usefulness of that findings based on the future benefit? Everything supposed to be included in the protocol. That is called audit protocol, isn't it?
Yes, ma'am.
So what are the audit procedures? Now, each and every step, how it could be conducted when we are doing the auditing. The audit procedure includes broadly 3 important steps. Many steps are there, but important 3 steps only they have given. The first one is pre-audit activities. And the second one is activities at the site. And the third one is post-audit activity. Now you people are in the position that in pre-audit activities, what could be done? Activities at the site, what could be done? And the post-audit activities, what's supposed to be done? Are you know that? I'll give you 2 minutes time, you think and answer to me. If you can't, I will explain.
Ma'am, in our assignment, there is a question, what are the periodic activities?
What is that?
Ma'am, we have to check everything, what is being used, how it is being used, where it is being used, and what kind of chemicals or substances that are being put into the machinery or in whatever they are making, and how much waste is being generated, how much waste will be generated, all such things, ma'am.
Waste, whenever you are talking about the waste, you have to how much and what type also. In that type, you have to categorize hazardous, non-hazardous, putrescible, non-putrescible, solid, liquid, gaseous. All the 5-6 terms you have to mention. Understand?
Okay.
Which will give the 2 important value and strengthen your answer to get more marks.
Can you repeat, ma'am, please?
Whenever you are talking about the waste, generally waste,
Yes.
in any industries, suppose they will ask not only this prerequisite of audit, they will ask under particular industrial process. In that, when you are talking about the term of waste, how much waste would be generated? That waste in terms of solid waste, liquid waste, that is wastewater, and gaseous waste. And among them, it's supposed to be categorized. What is hazardous waste? What is non-hazardous waste? What is putrescible waste or decomposable waste? And non-decomposable or non-putrescible waste. Quantity-wise, it's supposed to be categorized. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
So, which will give an idea about you have overall knowledge about the waste.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay.
So we have to write one line about all these things, ma'am.
Yes, 2 points you can write on this. I am giving an example over here. It will be applicable wherever you will write about the waste.
Yes.
So that's what for that I have given an example. They will ask about any industrial waste treatment or control of a particular industrial waste. Anywhere, anything they will ask, you have to write all those things.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. Ma'am, now I have asked the question. That is, what is pre-audit activities? Whatever you said, it is correct. But still, I have given more information. If you are going to one place for one audit, means you should know where you are going to. Okay, now you are working in the pollution control board.
Yes, ma'am.
From your higher authority, they are telling that you have to go to Bombay for doing that industrial audit. First question, what you will ask?
Where is it?
Yeah, where it is. Okay.
I told you, no, ma'am, this.
Okay, if you I didn't hear, that means you have to find out where is it and where it is located. In the sense, what is the surrounding area? Either it is in the industrial area or residential area or out of the city or nearby sea or out of sea or near like that. You should know the place, no?
Yes,
That's
ma'am.
what. That prerequisite which includes the pre-audit activities includes various preparatory works, that is paperwork only. Having chosen the industry to be audited, which industry you are selected for the audit, which you should be having the preliminary information on the industries is to be obtained through the questionnaire. That questionnaire which contain the details or information which includes location of the industry with the surrounding land use. The surrounding land must be used for agriculture or residential or nearby only sea is there, something like that. And climatic condition, that is, for example, what is the climatic condition of Hyderabad? What is the climatic condition of the Gurg? If I will ask you, can answer to me now.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes or no? Like that, you should know what is the climatic condition. Dalia ma'am, did you understand?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Then product manufacture. What product they are manufacturing? What is the raw material they are using? What product they are manufacturing? Either they are making food items or chemical items or pharma items or soap, or we can say that is cosmetic items or chemical items, or we can say hydrocarbon or oil refinery. What product they are manufacturing? What raw material they are using? And another point is details on water utilization. How much wastewater they are using, how much wastewater they are generating, and how they are disposing right now. Gaseous emission is there, solid waste or hazardous waste is there or not, how much you have to collect all the information. Then finally, organization is set up and the policies of the company for environmental management, what they are following up right now. You may be going from the state pollution control board. They may have the link up with the environmental management organization. For that environmental management, what kind of the policy already they set up according to the which abatement? I forgot. I thought of take the class unit number 5 for you people. I forgot. If possible, today evening I will handle the class for half an hour. You can means you please tell me.
Okay,
Understand?
yes,
If
ma'am.
you can miss only half an hour, you please attend the class. I will explain that whatever the abatements are there which are related to air pollution. So in that only, that sixth point is that only. What kind of policies of the company is being adopted for environmental management? This is called prerequisite of environmental audit. Ma'am, are you clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, then what is the auditee? Then activities at the site. What is activities at the site? As I told you from that, can you answer now?
What, ma'am? Activities, what are being done at the site, ma'am?
Yes, yes, yes.
The processes which are ongoing, ma'am.
Hmm.
And
What sort of process is going on? What sort of energy they are using? And how much they are using in terms of thermal energy, in terms of mechanical energy, in terms of chemical energy, in terms of electrical energy, and what are the quantity of pollutant is generated each and every stage of process, what are the byproduct, what are the main product and their quantity of production, and how much quantity of waste is generated, disposed, and is there any possibility they are adapting for reusing and removal, and what is the cost consumption for waste disposal, is there any recovery policy can be adapted or not, and where the energy wastage is occur, where the raw material waste is happening, where it can be reduced, where it can be minimized. For reducing and minimizing raw material and the energy, what could be adapted, and where the energy consumption level can be reduced, where the energy conservation technology can be adapted, where you can minimize the raw material consumption, where you can improvise the production level. Everything you have to do the analysis or testing at on site. Is it okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So by thinking orally, you can look at your kitchen, raw material. You should not waste fruit waste, vegetable waste, cleaning. You have to use a common term everywhere. Understand? If they have given specific industry name, you have to use the specific industry. Otherwise, you have to use raw material, product, byproduct, type of waste, quantity of waste, minimization, conservation, all this thing. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, then post-audit activities. What is post-audit activities? What did I say at last? What if?
After the audit is finished, ma'am, they will write a detailed report, ma'am. All the things.
Yeah, after writing the report, what they should do? They should report to the higher authorities. The first point of environmental effective audit we have told na. The explicit top management support for environmental auditing and the commitment to follow audit findings. And the second point is, do you remember?
Of what, ma'am?
Whatever the findings people have found from the audit,
yes, ma'am,
that's supposed to be recorded in a proper manner. That record supposed to be submitted to the top management of the company. The top management supposed to support the environmental auditing findings, whatever it may be there, that he should commitment to follow the audit findings to improvise.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so how they can improvise? If any losses are there, the losses supposed to be reduced. And if any, for example, I told you when I have explained about the fluidized bed. Would you remember why the people have used fluidized bed, especially in combustion or in the furnace? Already the packed bed is there. The packed bed will have some problem. So to avoid that, to increase the efficiency of the furnace, the people have introduced fluidized bed.
Fluidized bed, ma'am.
Yeah, that means what? They are improving the existing technology to increase the efficiency. Or they are modifying the existing technology to improve the efficiency. Understood?
Yes,
ma'am.
By following up this, either they can increase the efficiency of utilization and also they decrease the waste of the raw material. Both can be approached simultaneously. Got it?
Yes, ma'am.
So these are all things will be followed up once the audit is over. That is called post-audit activities. Post-audit activities, whatever the finding is there, those findings supposed to be implemented in a proper manner to reduce the raw material and to reduce the waste generation or minimize the waste generation. And also, is it possible to implement the conversion of waste into energy or product that could be implemented, and out of the way they can harvest any economic from the waste disposal that will be adapted. Since we are talking about the environmental audit, we should be pulling the point on environmental aspect. Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, during the audit, they will monitor or assess the things, ma'am.
Yes.
Okay. Only pre-audit, we have to do many things. During audit, all the basic things, whatever is going on, that will be checked.
No. Pre-audit only you have to collect the information.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
That collection of information is only vast, no, ma'am. We have to see so many things.
Collect
ma'am.
the information only, not in quantity basis. In site during the audit, you have to written in a specific manner.
Okay.
How much raw material you are using, what are the product raw material they used, what are the product they are making. Here, when you are doing the site during the audit, you have to collect how much raw material they are using, how much product they are manufacturing per day.
Okay.
Whether one more point I forgot to tell, whether they are using 24 hours in a day cyclic process, or they are doing batch process like half a day. Batch process means 12 hours process. They are using shifting or continuous, everything you should collect. Location and kind of, understood.
Yes,
Where it is located, surrounding land area, for what purpose they are using, what are the material they are manufacturing, everything, what. When the site doing, you have to give the specific information on quantitative basis. Audit means quantity. I told you, no, it is not a qualitative study, it is quantitative study.
Okay, ma'am.
Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So, ma'am, are you clear about the prerequisite of auditing and post auditing issues also?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
This question may come. That's what I'm spending enormous time for you people. Then what is audit?
This question is a compulsory question, ma'am. In all the question papers, this question was there, auditing.
Okay.
That is why I chose this auditing chapter.
Okay. Now you understood. Now, if any other question will come from other part also, you know how to write.
Yes, ma'am. I just have to go through the technical terms, ma'am. Otherwise, I have understood everything.
Now I will ask you the question. The rest of the part: organization of audit program, team of auditing specialist, pre-visit data collection, general issues of auditing. These and all now you can write now.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
The term, whatever they have written, must be different, but the concept must be the same.
Okay, ma'am.
Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Whatever the term they have used in the book may be different, but the concept, whatever it is, okay. Then what is audit team? Can you
what is what, ma'am?
Audit team.
Audit team?
Yeah, because I told you that in a process, the process people should be there. Thermal energy people, electrical energy people, mechanical energy people, chemical energy people, even housekeeping people, and the management people, R&D people. Then who else is there? Even tea servant. Who are all there?
Analytical people, ma'am.
Yes, analytical quality control people will be there.
Yes,
R&D for pollution control, R&D for process, for everybody will be there. So all the content of all people, that is called audit team. Clear?
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. Simply, I will give you 2-3 points about it. Audit team supposed to be selected very carefully to cover various aspects of the audit, because there are many things are involved in the process of industry. The team should include employees from the production part, quality control part, or laboratory, R&D for pollution control operation, R&D for production operation, technical staff for monitoring and analysis of waste sample, and an environmental specialist. They contain approximately or minimum this many people in the audit team. And the number of people may vary from 4 to 8, which depends on the size and the complexity of the facilities going to be audited in a particular industry. The team should be sufficiently detached. This is very, very important point. Again, I will tell you, the team should be sufficiently detached to provide an independent view. Why they are giving means, whenever we are doing the audit, there should be an enough conversation in an argument manner. When the argument is going on more, the outcome of the audit should be good. Whenever the audit outcome should be good, that will give the better result in terms of industrial development. So that's what the people are selecting from the different department. They're supposed to be detached from each other. There is no attachment between each other. They won't select if Nubia and Dahlia is there, they won't select both of you. They may select any one of you only. Understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
The member should be so chosen that they would not hesitate to bring out even criticism. Yeah, if anything they will criticize. No, no, your process will come. This is not. That is not. That kind of criticism will come on the person as well as the process. They should not be hesitate. If the person is hesitate, means they will not select the person as a member of the team. That is very important for selecting the audit team and owing the obligation with the superior. Is it very clear? Sometimes it is advantageous to influence members from the headquarters of the industry, because if whenever we wanted to implement whatever the techniques is going to be implemented, that time from the headquarters somebody will come, means it will be good. It is important to have well-defined and systematic procedures which are known and understood by all concerned. Is it clear? Very important thing I said.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, stages of environmental audit. What are the different stages? What is the stages of requirement? The audit procedure more or less same only, but very little difference will be there. I will tell you. Stages of environmental audit and the procedure. Term-wise different, but activities-wise same. Regardless of the types of audit being performed, the whole program consists of three important stages. One is audit program planning. That is including pre-visit data collection, which is nothing but prerequisite activities. On-site activities, it is same the activities at the site end. Evaluation of audit data and the reporting of findings, that which is nothing but post-audit findings. All are same only or different?
Same only, ma'am. Almost same only, ma'am.
Almost 100% same, only different term they have used when they have written.
Okay. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. To make this kind of clearance only, I am taking this class. Program planning. What are the program planning when we are doing the audit? A compliance audit program consists of many elements, including visit to the plant, prior to the actual visit, and it is essential to plan overall program. Before we are going, everything supposed to be planned. Planning would include obtaining commitment by management, defining the objectives and the requirement, and developing an information management system. And also, which is very important, to organize the audit team and then make sure that the program has the resources and the tools necessary to address the issues that need to be investigated. Because if they will send you and me to do some analysis in pharma industry, even if we know technique also, we could not. So whatever the resources they are sending for this program, they should have tools in the sense here, they should have an idea about it. And also they should easily address the issues, whatever it may come out of the particular process steps. And they have to investigate everything in clear, like that ability or expertise people only should come as a part of the audit team. Understood? In addition, one must consider the legal measures which may be appropriate to protect the results of the program. In summary, the auditing program must be tailored to meet the needs of the facility being audited. These are all the important steps to be considered when they are doing the auditing. Okay, is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
And this commitment by management, commitment of what could be the commitment they can give? Tell me by your own. Little fast, we have done now audit. That commitment management
means, ma'am, a surety and something that they will do these things. They will stick to.
Ma'am, try to minimize pollution, waste materials. That.
That means the findings of audit which they have deducted. From that, they have to do something else which will be useful for the future, isn't it?
Yes, ma'am.
Could be the commitment. So what are the commitment they supposed to be given? No complete audit program can be successful without the clear commitment of senior management. If they are not giving any sort of commitment after audit program, it won't be succeeded. So if it is completely succeeded, one audit program is, it should contain the commitment from the senior management. This commitment must come before the start of the process in two ways. What are the two ways? The first way is, the management must provide the program with the necessary resources and, if necessary, direct plant personnel to provide access and to cooperate with the auditors during the process. So the auditors, when they are coming to the particular industry for the auditing, the top management should give the commitment that they will give all sort of resources for doing the study, and also the plant personality, they supposed to provide all sort of accesses to the auditors, and they should be cooperated with the auditors during the auditing process. That they should give the commitment to the auditors before they come. Understood what did I say?
Yes, ma'am.
And the second point is, it is very, very critical that the management articulates an explicit which written commitment to follow up and audit findings and correct the problems that the audit will uncover. Clear? Follow up on, okay. Undertaking an audit program without a commitment. Yes.
Did not understand. Matlab, you have to just give written commitment.
Yeah, audit means A to Z commit. This is what they are then come telling before the auditors come for auditing. The top management of the company should give the commitment to the auditor. The auditors are third party. They are from the Pollution Control Board or from any NGO or from any organization. They are coming to the particular industry. Before they come, when they are doing the planning, that time the top management of the company should give the commitment to the auditors. The first point is, they must provide all the resources which are all related to the program. And direct plant person. Plant means industry. Industrial person, the person supposed to provide all accesses to carry out the study in the plant, and also they should cooperate with the auditors during the auditing process. First point. And the second one is, that is very, very critical point. The top management should articulate and explicit written commitment to follow up on audit findings. Whatever the findings we will provide after the auditing, that they should give a commitment that we will follow. And wherever the problem they are telling, there they have to correct the problems that the audit will uncover. Till date, whatever the audit they have not covered, there we find out, you have to adopt the corrections as well as you do follow the audit findings. That commitment they should give before they come. Understood?
Okay. Yes, ma'am.
Undertaking an audit program without a commitment to cure the ills that it may uncover is probably worse than not conducting an audit. If they are not giving that sort of commitment, means instead of doing the auditing, it is worse than the not audit.
Okay.
How worstly they have compared.
Yes, ma'am.
Not correcting such faults such as to employ the complaint is not a high priority item. Further, leaving them uncorrected, perhaps with a statement in a file that they were known, is viewed by a regulatory agency as a flagrant disregard for the environment and will likely result in severe penalties. Sometimes what the people will do, when the auditors will come and go, they will write on the paper, we will do all those things, we will do the correction, and we will follow the auditing report, everything. But it will be on the paper only, they will not do. But for that also, separate regulatory agency are there. They will come and check it often. Still more than a 1 year period, they are not implementing that technique, means they will be penalized very severely. Severe penalty the company is supposed to pay. Sometime, as I told you when I was talking about this environmental air pollution, they will remove the license also. That is in terms of penalty. Okay.
Okay.
Finding a violation, correcting it, and reporting to the appropriate agencies is viewed by agencies as one of the strongest benefit of a complaint audit program. Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Now you people will do, after knowing this, whatever the management they have given in the front page and the waste management contractor audit, you just have your go through months. If you can't understand any controversies there, you can call me at any time.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay.
This has become much easier, ma'am, after you explained. Now we
Okay.
can write.
Whatever I have told you, the sentence may be jumbled from here to there, there to here. That could be the reason. Nothing more new thing will be found.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. Then definition of requirement. This I will give a small overall idea. This is also very important. Definition of requirements. It is wonderful topic. You can come to know something very differently, and also many questionnaire will be there. The process of performing an audit, which is begins by deciding what type of audit is needed. What type means there is a different types. One is either you wanted to minimize the waste generation, or you have to look after the liabilities that might be there from the past practices, or you wanted to reduce the pollution level in terms of regeneration, or you have to use any alternative sources, or you wanted to improve the technology. The different concept. The first two you understood. First two, the ensure the complaints to minimize the waste generation, or to look for liabilities that might be from the past practices. After selecting any one of these selected type of audit, in this case, a compliance audit, the audit must define the scope of the audit, whether all the environmental management to be covered or only one specific part, that is air quality or hazardous waste, anything one only will be covered. Did you understand? First, before they are performing any audit, they should have what they supposed to be done. Either they wanted to do for any waste minimization, that is to minimize the waste generation at the source itself, or they have to frame the past practices, how they have to do this liabilities. After selecting that method, then you have to design the definite scope of the audit, whether the audit supposed to be done all the areas of the particular industries which are related to the environmental management, or only you have to cover the specific part of the process, either in particular area where the air pollution only more, in a particular area there only hazardous waste generation is more, that particular area only they have to cover, either particular places or specific places we can say. And one more is the entire area which will be used or monitored for environmental management. You have to decide before conducting. And this complaints audit could cover all or just part of the various environmental management topics. And the comprehensive complaints audit would address all of these topics and perhaps related health, safety, and the transportation requirements. Health and safety, transportation requirements means in case if any hazardous waste is generated, that hazardous waste should not be discarded nearby places. You have to carry out that hazardous waste which far away from the residential area. There you have to discard. While transferring this product from the source to discarded point, if it takes lot of cost for that, you have to consider that also. If it is too much, then the production cost, no need to produce the product, we can stop it. That is the concept of doing this audit. Understood? Hello?
Yes, ma'am.
My God, after many long time you are responding, really I am afraid. Nubia has left. Dalia ma'am, Nubia has left.
No, ma'am. No, ma'am. I'm here.
Okay, whatever I said, it is very important point. Did you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Then after selecting the type of audit and scope, other decision need to be made. That is how will successful performance to be measured over the time, and how frequently will be the audit to be done, how will be the result to be reported. Once they are doing one audit means, they will suggest some method to be introduced from the audit findings. Then they will say how frequently, 6 months once or 1 year once or 3 months once we have to be audit frequently. They will give a report, and based on that the report will be generated. Each of this is very
Gone to
important.
the washroom.
Okay, we have discussed a very important point. You just ask madam, otherwise you ask me later. Okay, each of this is very important. Evaluate prior to designing the actual audit processes, then defining these objectives in the beginning, which makes a major difference regarding all types of resources and techniques needed to conduct the actual audit. From the combination of tight schedule and a difficult to find liabilities clearly reduces the certainty of the findings of the property transfer audit. The decided advantage of having full knowledge of such liabilities during the negotiation. Overall, the selling price will compel some parties to seek throughout the audit process. The level of detail to which such an audit is conducted depends upon the characteristics and the history of the site and the time constraints set by transaction schedule. These are all not important, which I have told about the hazardous waste. If people just concentrate much. Underdeveloped or residential property obviously requires a lower level of scrutiny than industrial facilities. Actually, in India only we do not have auditing at home level. You know that in developed countries and all, at a very higher level building, the people have individual building audit also. So after that only the people have give more importance to the passive building construction. You know what is meant by passive building construction?
Passive, ma'am.
Yes, active building, passive building constructions are there. What does it mean? You know, active, passive.
Active means which is currently going on. Passive maybe which will be constructed or which can be constructed or which was going to be constructed.
Have you heard at any time solar active building, solar passive building?
No, ma'am.
Okay, I will tell you. Solar active building means whatever the way we have constructed, if sunlight will come, air will come, whatever it may be, will run away our life. If we will get the house at a low cost and in a good area, we will get it. It is okay enough. We will run the life. That is called active. Passive means according to the latitude, longitude, in a particular direction, particular view only, we will get enough solar radiation inside. That means solar light, and we will have enough ventilation inside. And how much supposed to be the door side, window side, room side? How could be the facing? How would be the size? What could be the area, and how it could be the roof? And everything will be designed accordingly. More sunlight should come, and more ventilation supposed to be access to the house. That is called solar passive building.
Okay, we have to put solar, ma'am.
No need to put. No need to put solar devices. By construction.
No, ma'am. No, ma'am. Passive buildings, you said no. So under passive buildings, we can write all these, or we have to add solar passive buildings.
Solar passive buildings, you have to write these things. Passive building means which is self-sustained. No need of giving anything extra for heating and lighting and ventilation. Those are all called passive.
Then what are active, ma'am?
Active in the sense as it is whatever we are living, no? Where we are getting, we are leading our life.
Okay.
Otherwise, you have to, in that what we are doing, for fan we are providing for air circulation, and we are providing light for electrical light for
passive is with specifications, and active is however whatever we get, we have to.
Active means we are providing or using extra things for necessary things. Okay, passive means whatever the things are available
naturally you're getting everything. Okay. Okay, ma'am. Got it.
So, underdeveloped or residential property obviously require low level of scrutiny than industrial facilities. For it, a thorough audit will include the issues because soil groundwater which contaminate the soil groundwater, presence of hazardous waste and non-hazardous waste substances which makes the inner and around area worse, waste discharges to receiving waters, proper permits and compliances, presence of underground tanks, special issues, that is asbestos and that I told you already is available in the soil always, which are highly
Voice is being
radioactive.
cut.
Okay. Now it is okay. What I can do? I can't do anything. I'm helpless.
Little, still it is there, ma'am.
Little it is there. Okay. I bored. Sometimes getting angry and so. But
Now
it is
it is fine, ma'am.
okay, and then I have to hold in one hand. Okay, let me hold. Presence of underground tanks and a special issues like radon and asbestos. About these two substances, I have told you already. Both are highly idiotic material nuisance, and they are radioactive in nature. Wherever the cracks and holes are there in concrete, there it will sit and it will emit the radiation continuously. When we are continuously exposing to this radiation, which gives all sort of radiation. I think hopefully this Mythomia also will come like that only, Rubia. We
What
check it
will,
at
ma'am?
your whatever father has the issue that also sometime will come because of this radon emitting.
Okay.
We can't say what because of what reason, but this is also one of the reason.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. So any cracks are there in your building or house, if you find out, you people should block it with something, with any cement or concrete material.
Okay, ma'am.
Because this concrete which will be giving the good residence for this radon. This radon is an idiotic substance which gives the radiation always 24 into 365.
Ma'am, but it's ground floor.
No, what is the ground floor means it more effective.
Okay.
Because which comes out from the sand only, no?
Yes, ma'am.
And then it will sit very nicely and will enjoy.
Okay.
That will enjoy, not us. Okay. Confidentiality. Actually, when we are doing this audit, this is very important factor. Those who are doing the audit, they should not reveal to others. That is we can say it's a kind of promise they will write.
Yes,
but
ma'am.
they are not writing on the paper, but it should be commitment. The confidentiality is very, very important in auditing, because anything may written, anything would be happening. At last, they will write everything on the black paper and white paper, black and white, nice everything. So what is there, what is not there, everything they will not bring in all the times. 1 or 2 times, and because of some politics, they may come out. So the confidentiality related to the audit is very, very important. When we are thinking about this environment, what confidentiality we have to maintain, we'll see.
Ma'am, can I leave, ma'am?
Sir, okay. Ma'am, are you be there? She also wanted to leave.
Ma'am, I have to leave, ma'am.
Okay. Have a nice time. All the best to all of you.
Thank you, ma'am.
If you have any doubt, you can call me. If
Okay.
possible, you can attend the class of in the evening at any time. Half an hour you can spare means, please give me a call, because I may not see the messages. If you can attend means, I will give a half an hour class on the environmental law and policy.
Okay, ma'am.
Understood?
Okay, ma'am.
Okay.
Ma'am, today, ma'am, today.
Yeah, yes. Only half an hour, ma'am. Today is the last class. Then after, no more classes officially.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, ma'am.
The university gave the last deadline to up to today only.
Ma'am, 6. Nubia, have you any problem if ma'am take class at 6?
For you people only, I plan to take. Okay, otherwise I can. Yeah, tell me.
Today I'm not sure, ma'am. Maybe tomorrow, day after, maybe.
No, tomorrow means what happened, they won't consider. That's what I said, within half an hour you can leave also, okay? But little knowledge you should have when you are studying this subject. If you alone read also.
Ma'am, we'll call and ask you, ma'am, individually.
Yeah.
Group.
But all the time I may available, all the time I may not be available. I have.
We'll ask, ma'am, whenever you are free, no, ma'am, then only we will ask.
That's
according to your time only.
Okay. It is possible today offer 30 to 40 minutes you spare. If it is not
Yeah.
possible, then okay. Okay, all the best.
Okay.
Any
Thank
doubt
you,
till
ma'am.
now?
No, ma'am.
No doubt. My students are very good students.
And today's class is interesting, ma'am.
Really?
Really, ma'am.
So that means if people don't like technical class, and non-technical class means you are enjoying. No?
Yes, ma'am.
But you are studying PG students, please.
Yes, ma'am.
You have to enjoy with the technical things. Day by day, you have to grow on
For technical class, ma'am, for technical class, offline class is better, ma'am. In online, it's very hard to understand.
Yes, ma'am. I'm leaving, ma'am.
Sir, okay, you carry on.
Okay, ma'am. Bye, ma'am.
Okay, bye.
Okay, thank you. Okay, organization of auditor program. Confidentiality. It may be appropriate to conduct an audit under legal arrangements to protect confidentiality. It is important to plan this carefully because such legal protections may stand a challenge only if they are built into the auditing processes. Why should one consider holding an audit confidential? The reason go beyond the direct connection of findings violations. For example, the audit report may describe proprietary business information. Also, there may be potential for an adverse community reaction to sensitive information if not communicated clearly in an appropriate forum. There is even the potential for self-incrimination if the disclosed violation carry criminal penalties. Many of these concerns will appear by developing an effective strategy for correcting problems noted by the audit. Over reporting will eliminate concern with disclosing highly sensitive issues. Organization of audit program. After the objectives are defined for the audit program, the next step is to organize the program. There are many questions to be answered. What is the frequency of re-audits, if any? How to schedule an audit of multiple sites? Will the audit program be conducted by environmental consultants or will it be done by the corporate staff as part of their normal job? The third alternative is to have an audit managed by a small corporate oversight group with the audit function being conducted by staff from the operating divisions. Each of these three groups, consultant, corporate staff, and operating staff, has advantages and disadvantages in its approach to various issues. Mature, successful auditing programs tend to integrate participation by all the three groups. A team of auditing specialists. Conducting a successful audit requires team effort directed by team leader and supported by auditor specialists. This selection of the team has a major influence on the success of the audit. The size and the makeup of the team depend on the size of the facility and the complexity of the issues that must be addressed. Auditors need to be expert in federal and state government regulation and sometimes local of country regulation. They have to know the specific regulation that apply to the facilities, particular operation, and also possesses knowledge of pure facilities. For manufacturing facility, the team needs to know production, that is how a facility operates, how its manufacturing processes function where things could be hidden, and how things are most likely to fail. Auditors need to have knowledge of waste treatment and pollution control technology. The team needs to have a variety of scientific disciplines. They need knowledge of information management system and general management techniques for organizing stock and programs. In summary, comprehensive audit team would offer specific experience in engineering, regulatory analysis, regulatory enforcement, chemistry, production, and perhaps geology and community relations. An audit could function with a team of just two experienced individuals, a regulatory specialist, and an engineer. More complex facilities require additional team members. For example, if specialized issues such as contaminations are to be examined, additional auditors may be required. In addition to knowledge in a specific technical area, the auditing team should have both the training and the experience in conducting audits. The auditors should be independent, free and capable of investing the topic thoroughly and completely, probing appropriately through document reviews and interviews. Finally, the team members should have sensitivity with the ability to communicate accurately and appropriately with different level of personnel. Previsit data collection. An audit usually requires facility staff to complete and return a previous questionnaire that familiarizes the audit team with operations of the facility, its regulatory standing, and the environmental setting. Entering the facility without this information will result in wasting valuable on-site time instead of evaluating specific issues. It is essential to have received a completed previous questionnaire before finalizing the auditing. The responses will identify whether special expertise may be needed on the audit team. Yes, specialist hydrogeologists as well as special equipment and material. What type of information is typically solicited by the previous questionnaire? It is the critical information necessary to plan the audit, including the following: a management chart showing key personnel and their line and stock responsibilities, a site layout showing the location of various operations, particularly the key items, which should be examined, these storage areas, sewer location and drainage system, underground storage tanks, and groundwater monitoring wells. A brief description and a block diagram of operating process and any pollution control unit showing result on plan modification. Block diagrams are very useful because they allow the audit team to anticipate the types of chemicals handled by the facility, environmental emission, and the waste generated by the process. The team can preview pattern environmental regulations and compile data on specific chemicals, appropriate maintenance program, and other information which help appropriate maintenance programs, and other information which will help them to more fully prepare for the on-site audit. A list of all major types of waste generated and how each is managed. A list of all environmental regulatory permits of the site with the copies. Permit information tells what type of reporting is required and what limits are in place. The lack of permits for certain activities would alert the auditor to potential omissions based on knowledge of similar operations. All major environmental plans and the policy manuals, for example, Spill prevention and the control plans provide relevant information about facility and the issues related to the storage of waste and the hazardous material, that is inspection program and structural and the non-structural controls that should be in place to prevent spills. Information about non-compliant history of any sort. This is particularly useful because it allows the auditor to concentrate on areas that have attracted regulatory attention and would likely receive close regulatory scrutiny in the future. The comprehensiveness of the questionnaire should conform to the size of the facility, the sophistication of facility management, and the type of support provided by the management for the auditing efforts. In any event, the questionnaire should be of moderate length and directed only key factors. Examples of key questions and the selected headings other than hazardous waste are as follows. What pollution control equipment is used at the plant? How have you been inspected by any regulatory agencies in the last year? Have you been cited for non-compliance in the last year? What is the acreage of the facility? How long has the facility been in operation? What is the past use of the site? Hazardous material. What is the latest hazardous material inventory? What quantity of petroleum products are stored on site? Do any underground tanks exist on site? Where are wastewater discharge location? Point and non-point. What permits are in place? Has there been any correspondence with the local sewer agency or water board concerning compliance within the last 2 years? On-site activities. Following the acceptance of the site agenda by the facility, the team members visit the site. The primary purpose of the visit is to review documents contained at the facility, to interview facility employees, and to inspect thoroughly all relevant operations conducted at the facility. This is an intensive and a thorough period of collecting data. The activities at site include deriving material balance, identifying waste flow, monitoring of characters, evaluation of performance of process and pollution control equipment, assessing environmental quality, holding discussion with the management, finally preparing the draft report. Typical audit schedule. Day 1, it is Monday 9 to 10 a.m. Meet with the host facility manager and the environmental manager to make introduction and the review purpose of the audit. Required schedules for interviews, tools, and the special requirements. Receive overview of presentation of facility operations. And between 10 to 11:30 a.m. General tour of the facility to provide auditing orientation of the overall facility. This is a brief ride through of key areas of the facility. Between 11:30 to 12 and 1 to 5:30 p.m. Conduct a briefing for facility manager. Tuesday 8 to 5 p.m. Conduct audit of oil storage and oil responsibilities. Physically inspect oil storage area, tank farms, tank farm and drum storage areas. Review oil spill contingency plan, spill reports, and spill prevention and the stock control plans. Day 3 Wednesday. Conduct interview with the key staff. Thursday 8 to 2 p.m. Conduct audit of fuel, oil storage and spill response compliance. Physically inspect oil storage areas, tank farms and drum storage area. Review oil spill contingency plan, spill reports and spill prevention and control plan. Conduct interview with the key staff. Friday 8 to 10 a.m. Audit team makes an informal briefing to key staff for preliminary finding of audit. 11 to 12 p.m. Conduct formal exit interview with the facility manager. The audit may take 3 to 10 days depending on the industry. Effectiveness of audit is the direct result of the qualification, confidence, training, and proficiency of the person who conduct audits. The team should understand regulatory requirements, relevant waste control technologies, and their operations and process. They should have capability to examine, posting, sample, and analyze waste and interpret data. The management should be provided with a realistic assessment of environment performance, R&D, environment management, etc., so as to understand different operational mechanisms. Having fair data on the manufacturing process, reconnaissance service should be made to be familiar with the layout of land and the process operation and understand possible impact of the surrounding environment. Various activities to be carried out at the site are discussed in detail in the following section. Material balance. The entire manufacturing process. The entire manufacturing process of each product should be drawn into a process flow sheet representing various unit operation as blocks. The quantities of input and output of each unit operation should be worked out for the entire process and data incorporated in the process flow sheet. Comparison of this requirement with the actually used raw material in the industry gives an indication whether they are used in excess of the requirement or used as per the requirements. If the raw material are used in excess, it may be presumed and be finding their way to air, water, and soil, thus causing pollution. Hence, it is important to reduce this excess. The unit operation should be checked up to find out the cost of excess usage of the materials and accordingly modification. Now should directly fix for performance of each of the unit operations or waste generated from each of these unit operations. The production in the environment stock is simply to adapt to the norms. The environment manager thus can have a control over production as well as waste generation too. Evaluation of waste treatment facilities. If the the performance of various treatment and final treatment facilities should be evaluated based on analysis report. So the treated wastewater gas emission and solid waste do not conform to the standard prescribed by the Pollution Control Board. Reason for the same should be diagnosed. From the individual streams of wastewater, recyclable and recoverable materials should be identified and provisions made for the same. All the avoidable waste should be completely controlled and only the unavoidable is allowed for treatment. Discussions with the staff, reviews of the records of the company, and the reconnaissance survey will help in arriving at these flow sheets. From these flow sheets, data sheets incorporating the raw material equipment for water consumption, waste and solid water generation, and the gases emissions should be worked out for each product manufactured. Waste flow. From water balance, the sources and quantities of generation of wastewater emissions and the solid waste should be identified. The waste pre-treatment, final treatment, and the disposal paths should be identified. The production stock should be consulted as these people are likely to know about the waste discharge plants and about unplanned waste generation such as spills, leaks, washings, and discharge ponds due to overflows. Spills and other materials handling practices and resources should be accordingly finalized when waste flow sheet is prepared. Field observation. The entire plant should be inspected thoroughly. The aspects of site layout, material handling and storage drainage system, safety aspects, lapses, negligence in operations, and altitude operated in process, and waste treatment facilities handling of scrap and waste, usage of sign boards, instruction, color, codes, etc. should be observed. The attitude and the technical capability of various staff, including senior management, should be observed as it is very critical in achieving the goal of safer environment. The training requirement can be assessed based on this observation. Monitoring the characteristics of the waste as generated from the sources are important to understand its use for recycle recovery and treatment. The performance of the treatment facilities to be monitored so to check their efficiencies and to modify or install additional equipment facility if necessary. Preparation of data sample, graph sample and the composite sample. There will be two types of samples can be collected. Management result in too many records for an auditor to check all of them. The auditor therefore must sample from the whole in a representative manner. The sample size and the sample itself can have a statistical basis or be based on the auditor's judgment. The method depends upon the objective of the protocol. The objective is to define the percentage of a population which is not in compliance. The sample selection must be made in a satisfactory way in manner reflecting the potential for bias to enter the sampling process. Which face manifest the sampling in the unsafe violation. The sampling may be unsafe when groups expected to be in compliance. And the facility to the sampling process and the sample must be the rolling document.